Have you ever lain in bed at 3 a.m, eyes wide open in the dark, and realised you're not tired from the day? You're tired of having days at all. It's not dramatic, no big tragedy, no reason anyone else would understand. Just this quiet, persistent feeling that being here, simply continuing to exist, takes more energy than you have left to give. The truth almost slips out. I'm tired of existing. You wake up and the first thought isn't, what will I do today? It's, how do I get through today without anyone noticing I'm barely holding on? You move through the hours, nodding, responding, functioning, but it feels like you're acting in someone else's life. And every once in a while, maybe when the room gets too quiet or when someone asks, how are you? With that casual tone, you don't say it. Because how do you explain something that sounds so final? So you swallow it again, smile again, pull back again, and that, right there, is where so much of this begins. You know that feeling when you're in a room full of people, but you might as well be invisible. They talk, laugh, connect so easily, but you feel like you're on the outside, looking in, not because you're shy or awkward. No, it's deeper, like your words, your thoughts, they just don't land the same way. You try to share something real, something from your heart, and it's met with a nod or a quick change of subject. Unseen, unheard. It stings, but you don't say anything. You just pull back, a little more each time, and over the years, that pulling back becomes your normal. Loneliness, not the loud kind, but the quiet ache that follows you everywhere, even when you're alone, which you prefer now, because at least then, no one expects anything from you. You feel everything so deeply. A comment, a look, it replays in your mind for days. Why? You ask yourself, why can't I just let it go, like everyone else seems to? But you can't. Your mind, it spins, overthinks every detail, and that sensitivity, it's a gift, but it feels like a curse sometimes, making the world louder, harsher than it needs to be. You crave connection, real, deep connection, but when it doesn't come, you settle for solitude, safer that way. No disappointments, just you and your thoughts. Now, let's talk about why this happens. Slowly, gently. It often starts from a place you might not even remember clearly. Emotional neglect, not the dramatic kind, not abuse or yelling. No, the quiet kind, where your feelings, as a kid, were just overlooked, ignored, like they didn't matter. Explained one way, it's like growing a plant without enough water. It survives, but it's always a bit wilted, never fully blooming. Inner dialogue. Why bother sharing how I feel? No one listens anyway. Everyday experience, you cry over something small, and instead of comfort, you're told to toughen up, or worse, nothing at all. Just silence, emotional neglect. Again, think of it as a house built on shaky ground. The foundation, your emotional needs, weren't fully met. So now, as an adult, the whole structure wobbles. Inner voice, am I too much or not enough? Daily moment, you achieve something big, but there's no one to celebrate with, because early on, those wins went unnoticed. One more way, it's like a radio, tuned to a frequency no one else hears. Your emotions broadcast loud, but the signal gets lost, leading to nervous system regulation. What does that mean? Simply, your body, your mind, they learn to stay on alert, always scanning for safety, for validation. That never fully came. Metaphor, like a car engine revving too high, never idling down, exhausting. Inner dialogue, is it safe to relax? What if I let my guard down? and get hurt again. Every day, you feel tense, even in calm moments, heart racing for no reason, because your nervous system, it's wired for protection now, not peace. Nervous system regulation explained differently. Imagine a thermostat set too high. It never cools the room, always overheating. Your emotions, they spike easily. Inner thought: why do I feel so much over so little? In life, a small rejection feels like the end of the world, because that regulation, it's off balance from those early days. One more angle, like a muscle that never got trained properly, weak in spots, overworked in others, leading to fatigue, constant emotional fatigue. Now, overthinking, hyper-awareness. Why do you do it? It's a shield. Metaphor, like replaying a movie, frame by frame. To spot the danger, you analyze everything. Inner dialogue. What did they mean by that? Was it about me? Every day, a conversation ends and you dissect it for hours. Overthinking, again. Think of it as a detective, always on the case, searching for clues that might not even exist. Inner voice: if I think hard enough, I can prevent the pain. But in reality, it just amplifies it. One more way, like a loop, a mental treadmill. You run, but go nowhere, exhausting your mind. Hyper-awareness, it's being tuned in too much to every nuance. Metaphor, ears like radar, picking up every signal. Inner thought, I notice things others don't, but it hurts. Daily experience, you sense tension in a room before anyone speaks. Emotional intelligence versus social noise. What's that? Emotional intelligence, and it's your superpower, seeing deep, feeling deep. But social noise, the chatter, the superficial stuff, it drowns you. Metaphor, like a deep ocean diver in shallow waters. You crave depth, but everyone's splashing on the surface. Inner dialogue. Why can't we talk about real things? This small talk, it's empty. Every day. At a party, you smile, but inside, you're drained. Emotional intelligence, explained. It's reading between lines, knowing feelings without words. But in a noisy world, it's overwhelming. Metaphor, a sensitive instrument in a storm, picking up every gust. Inner voice, I understand others so well, but who understands me? In life, you help friends with their problems, but yours stay hidden. One more, like a finely tuned guitar, vibrating with every note, beautiful but fragile against the clamour of everyday life. Minimal, consistent background. Imagine someone who wakes up early, stares at the ceiling, thoughts racing already. They get ready, go to work, smile at colleagues, but inside, questioning every interaction. Did I say too much, too little? Lunch alone, preferring the quiet, because groups, they exhaust. The laughter, the jokes, feel forced, not real. Afternoon drags, mind wanders back to childhood moments, unsaid words, unfelt hugs. Home at last, solitude, a book, or silence. But even then, the overthinking creeps in. Why am I like this? Night falls, lying in bed, replaying the day, emotional reactions bubbling up. A small slight feels huge. Tears come quietly, no one to share with, just you and the darkness. Another scenario, weekend plans. Friends invite you out, you go, hoping for connection. But the noise, the crowd overwhelm. You nod, listen, but your mind, it's elsewhere, analysing, feeling unseen. You leave early. Headache, you say. Home, relief. Solitude again. Safe, but lonely. Internal reaction. Why can't I enjoy this like them? One more example, a quiet evening walk, alone. Thoughts flow. Deep self-awareness. You see your patterns, the sensitivity, the overthinking. It hurts. but it's true. No distractions, just you, facing yourself. Social exhaustion hits after a call or a meeting, drained, like your battery emptied in minutes. You recharge in silence, hours alone, necessary, but the world calls it weird. What if this tiredness is more than just fatigue? What if it's your soul whispering something important? Do you ever wonder why small things hit so hard, or why silence feels like home, but also like a cage? Have you noticed how you understand others deeply, but feel misunderstood yourself? What does it mean when existing feels like effort? Let that sit. It's okay to feel this way. You're not alone in this quiet struggle. Many carry it, just like you. Gently breathe. Let the weight be there. For now, no rush, just recognition. Softly closing. You've been seen in these words. Rest easy.